Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me check. I'm checking all my cameras. Oh, wrong camera. Like that camera doesn't seem like it's the right one. Boom. That's the right camera. All right, so let's see. Yep, that's the right camera. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I've got one more thing to set up. One more thing I've left behind. Let me go get that and we'll get started. Because your girl can't read what's on there. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Perfect Patties. Good morning, Jennifer. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning. Glad to have y'all here this morning. Let me just finish this little bit of setup here. I forgot to get my big screen. Y'all, the setup to do this 3 times a week is like crazy bananas. I don't think people really realize, like, if you're trying to do this with any sort of, good morning, Libby, any sort of uh, organization that, like, it takes some work. Good morning. I have moved to a new account. All right. Let me get all put up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? All right, so let's make sure my Facebook, YouTube is set up. Make sure all these things are set up. Good morning, G underscore A. Good morning. I'm working from a new account. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Good morning, Ken. Let me share this live out to a few places. A few of my folks who I know are accustomed to seeing me on a different account. Let me do that. So my folks who don't mind getting up with me from time to time. How y'all doing? I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Mr. Down Syndrome. Good morning. I think that's just about everybody. Good morning, Real Heartless. And let me do the same over here. Good morning, Steven. How y'all doing this morning? I'm going to get started in just a few minutes. I just want to make sure that I do my due diligence. Good morning, Crystal. How you doing? How you doing, Crystal? Glad to have you. Um, Good morning, Larry. How y'all doing this morning? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, I can take this all the way up here then because y'all can't see it. Y'all can see it. There we go. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I get my hair done tomorrow. I'm so happy, y'all. So happy to be getting my hair done tomorrow. I really probably should just cut it. That's really what needs to happen. I need to cut the hair. It's getting long and it's heavy. And so because it's long and heavy, I'm just like, man, I know, my folks who got my people who have short hair and always wanted long hair. I know. But listen, short hair has benefits just like long hair has benefits. And sometimes the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. Okay. That's what I will say. So I might have to do a little bit of cutting to it because it's very heavy, and the hair at my roots takes a beating because it's so heavy. Right? Good morning, Raph. Good morning, good morning. Let's make it happen with Renee. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? Big Digital Love. I know you working this morning. Good morning, Miss T. Good morning, Dave. How y'all doing? How y'all doing this morning? Let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. I've officially launched. I've been doing a slight rebrand. And it's only because, like, I kind of sort of have started to figure out what's really, like, who I'm supposed to be in this space. Let me fix this, y'all, because I've been took a tumble. Good morning, Miss Samela. I have really, like, leaned into exactly who and what I'm supposed to be in space. And so it required a bit of a rebrand, like just establishing, like, this is what I do. And it's been a long, crazy journey. Like, when I started my business, I just wanted to make art that reflected Black people. That's where I started. And I did that. I opened a Etsy shop. I made sales. I made really good sales within the first couple months. But as time went on, I realized that that wasn't where my heart was, and it wasn't reflective of my best set of skills. So I pulled back from it. I keep my shop open. I don't have sales in my shop. I use my shop to support my community, to do market research for them. Like, that's what I use it for. All right. So if you go over there, you're like, well, she doesn't have a lot of sales. No, because that's not the focus of my business. I use my shop to make sure I can help my people have their own better results based on what I learned. All right. But what I am good at is teaching, training, and coaching. That is where you can get the most from my skills. And I'm a good researcher, so I'm able to find the right things to get the right results. And so by taking the skills I've learned as a shop owner, as a business owner, and then taking the skills that I've gained over the last 20 years as a teacher and an educator, we've got Learn with Martine. All right, so welcome in. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Good morning, Mr. Corey. Good morning, Toya. Good morning, Miss Samela. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? Let me know in the chat. Be Digital Love. I know you're listening through your earbuds. I know you're working. How y'all doing? What's going on? To those of you that are brand new to the space, good morning. I'm Martine Brown, and this is Morning Motivations. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I try to offer just a bit of encouragement, some mindset concepts, some AI, and I really want to help you be as successful as possible, okay? I've learned a lot over my 20 years as an educator, and my 3 years, next month makes my 3rd year in business, and I want to share it with you. And if I don't know something, I'm willing to do that research and that work so that I can teach it to you so that you can learn and perform faster. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm here to offer. All right? There is a school community. If you go to my profile, click on my link, it's going to take you to my school community. That is where you can go and continue these conversations. Participate in our challenges. This next month, we're doing a social media push, 1 post every day, 31 days. That's it. 1 post every day, 31 days. I would love to have you join me. All right? I'd love to have you join me. Good morning, PK Kumba Designs. Good morning. All right. How you doing this morning? I'm glad to see you. Let me read some of these comments. That's my spiel. That's who I am. That's what I do. I'm glad that you're here. And let me read some of these comments. Let me go back and read some comments. Let's see here. Good morning. Glad to hear you're doing good. Hey, Mr. Corey, didn't you put out, are you going to sell your Canva app? Your coloring book Canva app? Let me know. Be Digital Love says, oh, that's so kind. She says, can I just say I'm so proud you've been walking so consistently. Congratulations. Thank you. We are at month 8. So we're getting closer and closer to that 12-month mark. We're getting so close. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. It's been many years since I've gotten any kind of fitness in consistently. Many years. But I'm glad to say that I have been able to do it. Those of you that are new, just know that walking is not required. I am just doing something I need to do with something I want to do. I need to walk a couple times a week. I'm a remote worker. I spend many hours on the computer. Last year, before I started this, I was my blood pressure was up, and I was about 30 pounds heavier, and my health was just starting to decline. It really was. None of my clothes fit. I was wearing the same 6 pieces of clothing over and over, and now a year later, down 30 pounds, and blood pressure is under control. It's just normal, and I feel good. Do I have more weight to lose? Absolutely. Do I need to drink more water? Absolutely. But it's these calls that have really helped. So thank you for that, Be Digital Love. And I appreciate you guys for being here. So that's all I did. Here's what I want you guys to take from it. Put something that you need to do. For me, I really needed to go live and connect with my audience in order to grow my business. All right. So put something you need to do and pair it with something you have to do. But I also knew that I had to have time to get in some exercise, at least 30 to 40 minutes, a couple times a week. So I brought them together. So in your own businesses, in your own practice, look for opportunities to do what you need to do and pair it with something you want to do. And that comes from the Atomic Habits book by James Clear. All right. So that didn't pop out my head. That is from Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I hope I did him justice by explaining that. All right, so let's see. Good morning, Monica. Monica, how was the call last night? So last night we had Sundays with TRM. If you don't know what that is, holla at me. And Monica was kind enough to push out her, she was kind enough to do it like an after hour. So after the call was over, if they wanted to get together and chit chat and talk, she was kind enough to offer that. So let me know how that went in the chat, Monica. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning. I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all showing up, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. We got some great things we're going to talk about. All right, so Mr. Corey, let me know when you've got that set up. I did see your post last week. Thank you, Mr. Corey. I appreciate you. Thank you, Pete. Who is that? Thank you, Pete Kumba Designs. I appreciate that. Yeah, Charlene, I've been on it, man. Good morning, Miss Sharon. How you doing? Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that it was awesome. Oh, man. I missed out on some GPTs. I love that. Anytime subcultures can be created and communities can be created, that's a beautiful thing. Now, Monica, I'm going to talk about building community in today's call because we're talking about what about your friends? That's the theme for today. But I always think it's so interesting when things just align, because this has been on the schedule since last week. I had no idea that they were going to do their own Friends of TRM After Dark. I didn't know. I did not know. when our team doesn't lead it, they're doing their thing. And it was like when I was working on what I was going to talk about today, I was like, the stars aligned. So I'm so glad that you guys had a good time and were able to connect. All right. I love it. I love it. I'm going to stop and drink my water. Those of you who know, I don't drink enough water. This week is going to be my week where I'm going to get this water in. This week will be my week. Good morning. Good morning, V. How you doing this morning? I'm glad to have you. Hey, V. The Facebook you tried to connect with me on, that's not the right one. All right. Check your inbox. I sent you the correct one. So I can answer your question. V, I'm glad you're here this morning. Oh, you said you're good. Good. All right, let's get into it. Friends. We're going to look at chapters 10 through 13. It's all about friendship, okay? And I'm not going to go into all the specifics, but Mel Robbins talks in depth how we establish friendships, why are the friendships we have in our youth, what those look like, who sets them, and why they're so different from most of our adult friendships and relationships. She did a great job of covering it. Go read the book. Go listen to the audio. But here's where I want to start. All right? Here's where I want to start. All friendships don't last. I say that with a bit of a twinge. Good morning, Sonia. I say that with a bit of a twinge because as a military brat, I know at a very intimate level that friendships don't last. So it makes me a little different than the rest. All right. Good morning, Creative Minds to Digital. Friendships don't last. And I do believe that as we get older, it can be a lot more bothersome that friendships don't last. I do. All right. But in the book, she makes a very good point that our friendships are not supposed to last. And we get into a lot of the wrong reasons why friendships fade. Oh, you don't call me no more. Oh, you done got married. You changed. Oh, you've had a baby. You're not the same. I'm single. I'm married. You're single. So we're not the same. A lot of feelings can arise. A lot of negative feelings can arise because a friendship feels as if it's about to fade. But here's what I like. And here's what I want you guys to hear. There are 3 things that she talks about that you've got to consider before you say a friendship has faded because somebody did something or they made you feel a certain kind of way. All right? Because the closure of friendship is normal. It's normal. It's as normal as the opening of friendships, as the beginning of a friendship. All right? So 3 things she talks about. Proximity, where you are in relation to that friend. Timing, either your time versus their time or what you guys have time to do together. And energy. So energy is like what you can commit to that friendship. What do you want to commit to that friendship? All of those things play a role in how long a friendship is going to last. All right? Because oftentimes our connections, they fade because our lives are expanded or the rhythm has changed or even your sense of peace has evolved. Maybe you're not that flirty 20-year-old that wants to party anymore, and maybe you're like that Netflix and chill girl at the house. All right? Friendship, just like business alignment, is tied to timing, proximity, and energy. And if one of those is off, let me make sure I say this. If timing, proximity, and energy, if even one of those is off, it doesn't mean that the person is disloyal. It doesn't mean that they're disloyal. It just means that there's a change that may not survive that aspect of the relationship. That's all it means. So, in your life, personal life, if you have friendships that felt like they faded, before you get in your feelings, pause and say, am I as close to them proximity? Okay, so I still consider them my friends, a group of Black women that I worked with. And a lot of us have this. They were the best and are still some of the best human beings I've ever met. When we worked in the same building, we were highly connected and highly gelled. Now, we meet a couple times a year and have lunch. We may check in here and there via text message. So the relationship has faded a little bit. Do we consider each other friends? Absolutely. That part has not changed. But our proximity has changed, so it's altered every aspect of our relationship. And that's okay. You have to be at peace with that. Okay? You have to be, and the same is true in your professional relationships. We have these partnerships professionally, and if proximity or timing or energy changes, then that professional relationship might fade. And I need you to be okay with that. I need you to say, let them. And let me work on continuing to foster a good quality business or other partnerships that serve you. All right? You got to have peace about this, whether it's personally or professionally. Okay? Because here's the deal. You cannot force old friendships into new alignment. You can't force it. You cannot force old partnerships into new alignment. Can't do it. Because if you try, you're going to be the one that's burned out. You're going to be the one carrying all that emotional weight. And then you're still going to be wondering why you're not supported. You're still going to be wondering, why am I not getting the support that I need? All right? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had to grieve a friendship or a partnership that you thought would last forever. 60 and plus club, if you're my 60 plus club, do you have any advice for us when we're grieving relationships? I always feel like the top of my ladder, I call it the top of my ladder, all right, can really give us some insight because I feel like they've had the most time to navigate different kinds of friendships and professional connections. So if you're in a 60 plus club and you don't mind sharing, what helped you have a sense of peace regarding those relationships you had to let go? Let us know. We love your wisdom. Drop it in the chat. All right. So the first chapter was just like, hey, don't take this personal. Okay. When you're starting to feel the twinge of that relationship fading, think about those 3 things. Is the energy still there? i.e., we're not the same kind of friends because they've been up with a baby every night for the last 3 months. That's an energy thing. Is it timing? I work nighttime. They work daytime. And for that reason, our schedules are not aligning. And so we're going to always be connected, but we might feel a little bit of fading in that relationship. Or is it physical proximity? You don't work with them anymore. You went to high school or college together. Now you don't. Consider those things before you assume that there's something wrong with them or there's something wrong with you. Do not stop taking it personal. And the same is true in your professional relationships. Don't take it personal. More often than not, it's a proximity, it's a timing, and it's an energy thing. I love this. I never thought of it this way. I really wish I would have handled, especially, about 4 or 5 years ago, some of my relationships that came to an end. I really wish I would have handled them differently. I took some things personal that I shouldn't. This is, about 3 or 4 years ago. But I didn't consider these elements, and it impacted me. Let me check the chat. Let's see if anybody's got any insights to share here. All right, I see them ones coming in. Yeah, all of us have had to grieve the ending of relationships. The first one I had to do was in middle school. I had connected to this girl. Again, I was an Army brat, so it was already hard to make friends. And I connected with this girl in 7th grade. In 8th grade, she decided that I was not cool enough, and she just wanted nothing to do with me. I don't know what the reason was, but I remember feeling like because I'm not part of this cool club that she had to make a choice, and it just didn't include me. And I remember being so heartbroken because of where I lived. I was already struggling to make friends. It was an energy issue, and clearly it stuck with me. But now, as I'm kind of looking at my kids and that kind of thing, I'm hoping to kind of impart some of that wisdom on them, that those 3 things could impact why a relationship will come to an end. All right, so let's see. You learn that every relationship has a season. All right, so coming to terms with the seasonality of relationships. All right, so for Mr. Corey, he says literally where they were, their life choices, put them into 2 different banks. His best friend went to prison and got into a lifestyle that it was an energy thing. The energy that he was bringing into his life didn't align with his best friend. So that relationship had to fade. It was a friendship of 15 years gone, but you made peace with it. All right, let's see. Be Digital Love says, learn that everyone's relationship, that every relationship is replaceable, but it's worth it. Let me know if I got that right, Be Digital Love. Let's see. Oh, that's a good point. P. Kumba Design said, friendships can fall apart for any reason, but you do need to treasure the happy memories. And I agree with that, right? So my group of coworker friends that I had, when we were really tight and running through the throes of life together at that time, I have great memories from that time. We're just our timing's different, our proximity is different. They go into office, I'm at home, and it's okay. And when I see them again, and when they see me again, they always have a hug and a smile for me, right? All right, you have to put that out there again because I think I got it wrong. Good morning, Miss Claudia. Good morning, good morning. Miss Linda said growth. V says sometimes that season is over. I call it, V calls it breathing different air now. I really like that. Good morning, Infinite Rocket Power. She calls it breathing different air. I love that. I really like that, V. Breathing different air. And it's okay, whether it be in business or in your personal lives. Take that deep breath. Breathe in. And move forward. And move forward. I really, really like that. Oh, wow. One Mind, Body, and Soul says, She had a friend she's known since she was 3. And at 27, they had to part ways. And it's okay to grieve it. All right? Let me see what else y'all had to say in the chat. Good morning, Caitlin. If I missed you, good morning. I'm trying to do a better job of like, have a good day, be digital love. I'm trying to do a better job of communicating my message and then handling my interactions in between. So if I missed you, good morning. Let's keep this conversation going. All right. So if we recognize why relationships fade, why our business partnerships might fade, okay? So if we're completely honest with ourselves about the why, if we consider those 3 elements, proximity, energy, and timing, and we stop taking things so personally, we'll be in a better place. We're going to let the relationship fade. But honor and respect that it may not necessarily come from a place of hurt. All right? It may not have anything to do with you. Also, I want to add, and this kind of brings us into the next chapter or so. Check in on them. A lot of times we're assuming. Check in on that person. All right? If they're the one that normally calls you and checks in on you, you check in on them. It may not be that it faded. It might be that they're in the worst moment of their life and they don't know how to tell anyone. All right? Everything is not a fade experience. Okay? So you got to do your part. Don't take it personal and do your part. And if you're willing to do those things, then your timing, your energy, and your proximity, they're going to all work together. All right? So, what do you do? Friendships fades, but I'm going to tell you straight up, all your life, you're going to need relationship. Platonic or romantic or business. All right? Doesn't matter what area we're talking about. All right? You may not necessarily need romantic relationships in this season of your life, but you might need platonic. All right? You're going to need one of those 3. And for my business owners, you 1000% need business relationships. The biggest thing I've learned in these last 3 years is until I got in community with other people, I wasn't doing a damn thing, but struggling. That's what I was struggling. Yeah. I was letting my doubts and my fears overtake me. I'd have seasons where I did nothing at all business, and then seasons where I would kind of sort of knock it out. Then I would get upset that I wasn't getting the results I was seeing, and I had nobody to talk to about it. But the moment I got into community and connected with other people, that's when I was able to grow my business. All right? So, chapter 13, she really focuses on building what you need, whether it be your personal friendships, and I'm adding your business relationships. Okay? You move to a new city, you move to a new town, you're not supposed to stay on Zoom calls forever because you don't want to meet anybody. You've got to get out there. You've got to get in communities. Okay? If you are a person of faith, join your local church or organization, participate. These days, there are a ton of interest groups, interest communities, hobby groups in every single major city. And if there isn't one, start one. Have conversations with people, connect. Introverts, I know you don't want to hear it, my introverts, but you might have to be the first person to reach your arm out and say hello. You might be. You may have to get in the habit of doing it. My mom, she's an extrovert though, I will say that. because we were military, a military family, we were constantly moving. But I'll give her this. No matter where we lived, she reached out her hand and she fostered community. She didn't wait for people to ask her to bring her in. She created it. So I'm telling you, if you're living in isolation, if there's a sadness that lives inside of you, I really want you to encourage you to work on building community. Now, I have a school community list. I'm moving over to my business side. In business, you need to connect with other like-minded people and build community there too. Okay? So, those of you who are in 75 school groups, but you ain't never actually posted in any of them, you just go read everybody else posts, you never comment, you never leave a word of encouragement, you never post anything, you never ask any questions, you are doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. There's so many school communities out there now that you have multiple opportunities to improve your business by engaging, not just watching. By engaging. Watching will get you nowhere. I'll also say this. The last couple of years, every time I've reached out, every time I've been in a partnership, I asked for it. You got to ask people. You've got to talk to people. If you want to be a part of their leadership team, ask them. If you want to present your product in their community, ask them. I have sent emails with my resume related to my business, not a job. Hey, I can offer you this. Here's a little bit about me and my background. Would you like me to come on and do X? I've done it. I became a part of TRM because Talia and Regina had already kind of built this show and had this thing going. I asked them, hey, I would love to join y'all and be part of y'all team. I would love that. What do I need to do to make that happen? And that's how I was able to become a part of what they're doing. You need to ask. You've got to open up your mouth. It's going to make a huge difference in what happens in your business. And if they say no, it's okay. Don't take it personal. All right? Their no, 9 times out of 10, has very little to do with you. You move on to the next person and you ask. All right? I've done it. I'm about to do it again. I'm a little nervous, but I've got an organization that I want to reach out to. And my fears are that what I have to share isn't good enough, or I don't have everything perfect the way I want. And after reading this chapter, I was like, you know what? They'll either say yes or they will say no. And if they say no, I'm going to wait a year and ask them again. And I'm going to add a few more things. It's probably going to take us a year to build. I'm going to add them a few more things and say, hey, I know you said it was this last year. Here's what we have going on now. You got to ask. You will be surprised about how your life will change if you just stop and ask. Ask. Open up your mouth and ask. And if they say no, go to sleep. Don't lose no sleep in business and in building your personal relationships. All right? So here's what we're not doing anymore. We are not forcing friendships that don't fit our current season. It's okay if they fade. Check in to make sure if it's truly fading. If it is, it's okay. And don't take it personal, because it's really not. All right? Because proximity changes. Timing shifts happen. And energy runs low. Okay? We're going to let go of mismatched relationships. And we're going to create space for aligned collaborators. All right? The ones who want to co-create. The ones who want to co-lead. The ones that want to co-invest. All right? And I hate to tell you, but it starts right here in the community that we're in. Those of you that are in morning motivations, this is your opportunity. It's your opportunity. Co-create. Co-invest. I'm about to start a 31-day post one time a day. One time a day. This is your opportunity to grow your follower list with people who have similar interests. But it's going to take some work from you. You're going to have to post one time a day. Okay? Then you're also going to have to comment and reshare on other people's things. You're going to have to participate in the process of growing your own business, and you're going to have to participate in helping other people's businesses grow. And I'll tell you this, I have been a part of several teams since I started my business. And here's what I'm going to say about it. I've never walked away with less. I've always walked away with more. Every single partnership I've been a part of. Every time I said yes to a collaboration, to a partnership, I walked away with more than what I came with. It doesn't matter if you're selling similar things. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're teaching similar things. There are millions of people out there. All right? Millions. Also, y'all probably don't know this, but most in the U.S., most of our city corners, they have a Walmart on them, a CVS on them, a Tom Thumb on them, a Kroger on them. Let me go old school. A Piggly Wiggly on them. And all them places sell bread. They're all in the same corner together. They all sell bread. And ain't nobody that lost no sleep. And ain't nobody fighting over who sold the most bread. All right? So, if you're not a part of the challenge or if you're not a part of the community, this is your invite. Join the community. Start posting once a day. You can start today. You ain't got to wait till the first. Crystal, I did see your question. It does officially start the first, but I'm already posting. I need to get in the habit, girl. I need to get in the habit. So I've already started. All right? Quit all the random scrolling. All right? So you're going to let them let you go. Let them remove you. Let them. It's okay. Let me reach out. Let me partner up. Let me create friendships or business partnerships that are in complete alignment with where you are right now. All right? Let them. It's okay. And I'm going to keep saying this. It's not personable. It's not personal. Yeah, I'll send it again, V. It's not personal. Stop thinking that everything is personal. 9 times out of 10, their decision is not about you. It's got very little to do with you. It's not personal. Let them. And let you build something that's absolutely incredible and put every ounce of your heart and soul into it. All right? Good morning, Nakia. All right? Here's what I need you to know. And this is something that's really stuck with me, kind of thinking about this. Connection is currency. Whether it's in your personal lives or in your business relationships, that is why the Friends with TRM after hours call last night was so important. Connection is currency. All right? Y'all want to know why these big dogs and all these big companies do well and support each other? Connection. Connection. So we all are responsible for building our own connections. All right? Oh, Miss Linda, I love it. Miss Linda said every friendship is not a friendship. That is correct. That really speaks with me. That is so true. Every friendship is not a friendship. And you just have to take stock of it. Good morning, Erica. Glad to have you this morning. I'm going back and reading comments. Okay, yep, I responded to that one. All right, so that's my piece today. There is a lot of currency in being connected. All right, we're gonna let your friendships or business relationships fade that are no longer in alignment. It's okay. It's okay. All right. And your job is to step into the communities that you're in, build new partnerships, build new friendships in your personal lives so that you can live a full life. Because that's what this is all about. Living at full capacity and living a full life. That's what I want for me. And that's what I want for you. All right. Good morning, my fly. Good morning. Put a 1 in the chat if this conversation served you today. Put a 1 in the chat if this conversation served you today. In 2 weeks, I will be teaching SEO in motion. I'm going to be teaching you how to SEO optimize your reels and carousels and stories. We'll talk about stories. All right, that's what I'm going to be teaching you. I'm also going to teach you how to use Instagram's new app, the Edits app. All right, I have a discount code for $20 off on sale right now. I will run out. When I'm out, I'm out. All right, go to my profile, go pick that up. Go to my profile and go pick that up. If you are a Patreon subscriber with TRM Learning, then head on over to TRM. The class is already in there and you can sign up. All right. And then those of you who want to take Regina's class, Talia's class, and my class, you can get all 3 of our classes, which right now, if you were to buy each one separately, it'd run you about $150. You can get all 3 of our classes for $97, and you will also get 3 co-working sessions, arts, and GPTs. All right. So that's what I have going on. So we got 2 things: teaching a class. I've been deep doing the research to make sure I can really give you everything you need to do a better job of optimizing these reels. Okay. Everything. I'm really going to try to give you everything you need. So make sure you're in there. Okay. Tonight, Midjourney Mondays, and all of this information is in the school community. So if you're part of my school community, you're going to get access to everything. Okay. Morning Motivations is now tonight, literally 12 hours from now. Regina will be back with Midjourney Mondays, where she will be answering all of your Midjourney questions. Tomorrow we'll have Color Me Calm with Talia, and then Talia's teaching a desktop calendar class. All right, she's teaching a desktop calendar class this Saturday. So all my handcrafters, y'all know where to be. And then Sunday we will be back for Sunday, excuse me, we'll be back. Charlene gonna be in the house, y'all. I'm so excited. Charlene is gonna be in the house. Charlene is one of our featured panelists on Sundays at TRM. I'm just gonna announce that every day. So Charlene, hey, that's what's happening. I'm so glad she's coming to do that. So she'll be on Sunday. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me see. What did I do today? I need to see how I did. Okay, 43 minutes. That's good. Almost a mile. That's good. And 106 calories. Hell, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be shouting Charlene out all this week. Side note, I see a lot of names of some folks on this list that I know do a great job in their businesses and are creating products all the time. But I don't see them on the list for Sundays with TRM. So I'm going to need y'all to sign up. I don't know what's holding y'all back, but I'm going to need you to sign up. Okay? I will be dropping the link in the community this week because we want to help you promote your products and services. The only thing we don't promote, we don't do, what's the only one we don't do? We don't do community products. So like, you won't be able to come and promote your community, but you can promote your class. And then in that class, when you're teaching that class, if you want to promote your community during your class, that's fine. That's the only thing we don't do. But we did a book last night with Jasmine, my sister Jasmine. We did a book. We've done GPTs. We will do Canva apps. I've heard many of you talk about Canva apps. But I haven't seen anybody come on and sell their Canva app. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We want to see your Canva apps. I know once we get these chat GPT agents, who gonna come and share their agent prompt guide? I don't know how agents work. I'm sure y'all will teach me, or I'll go learn. Okay. Who offers one-on-one coaching services? We need y'all on the show. One-on-one coaching, GPTs, art bundles, journals. Okay. All right. I done worried y'all to death. But seriously, I would say if we have 10 panelists that have came on, 9 of them gets at least one sale. That's a step in the right direction. Y'all better come on from behind them. Come on behind them curtains, B. Yes, Miss Sharon, get your soul together. Y'all can do this. All right? You can do this. Okay? All right, guys. I've been trying to get a little bit more like fancy with this, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can get a little bit more fancy with it. All right. Okay. Great walk, great talk. I appreciate you guys for being here. Our time is going to change. I'm literally waiting on my children's bus routes from the school district, and then I'm going to tell y'all what time. It's going to be later. It's going to be like, I really want to get back to that 7:40, 7:45. That's much better. But just know that our time is gonna change. Thank you guys. Y'all came in here hot. This has been one of my higher calls. We are going to be back Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to be talking about what to do for the people you can't change. Hey, Cousin Shawanda, we're going to be talking about what to do with the people you can't change. That's what we're going to talk about Wednesday. I cannot wait to be there. See y'all Wednesday. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.